And I'm gonna grab this gun, I think. I think this might be... Actually, I'm gonna grab the cannon. Thinking about it. I'm gonna grab the cannon and just shoot him with it. Because there... It takes a while to kill this guy, and I don't want to use too much ammo on him. Like I said, I want to have as many bullets as possible, because the way I do this place, a lot of people kind of called me out on being a coward in my HD Remake non-commentary playthrough. And honestly, I don't care. Like, I genuinely don't care what people think about how I do this place. But I pretty much use the same strategy in the HD Remake as I'm going to do in this one, and I've actually changed my mind about that, because in the HD Remake, this place is a lot easier, in my opinion. Like, a lot easier, comparatively. For reasons which you'll soon see. And there's the Grand Cathedral, by the way. Just a little thing to look out for. You can actually rocket jump over this wall and just skip this area entirely, but what's the fun in that? This is like the coolest area in the level, so let's take care of this. So in this version, there's like infinitely respawning health, armor, and ammo in the middle there. But it's not a great place to stand, because everything is coming from all around that area. Everything goes to the middle there if you do that, and you'll just die. And people say that it's like a good strategy to stand there and like everything will be great, and what are you talking about, blah blah blah. But I honestly can't do it. I genuinely cannot figure out for the life of me how to do that while standing in the middle there. Like a speedrunner will just skip past this place, and everyone else, like, they say they can survive in the middle, but I can't, especially not in this version. Because it's getting cloudy, and there's a reason why it's becoming cloudy. And you'll soon see why. This is actually, like, in this version of the game, it actually does something quite different than it does in the HD Remake. Well, the idea is the same, it's just that the projectiles, those projectiles, are destroyers of worlds. In the HD Remake, they're pretty similar to the ones those lava creatures shoot. In this version, you will probably just die the moment you get hit by one. Look at how, like, they're taking care of a lot of these kamikazes. And that's why my strategy revolves around never going to the middle, just taking care of everything over here. And if we do it right, we'll barely have enough ammo to do that. Like, we effectively have one series bomb to spare right now, just because there's one in the middle, and we can always just pick that up, because I want to have 3 for the final boss. And there is actually one way which you can fight the final boss, which makes him a complete joke, but that's only possible in this version for as far as I know. And we are actually going to do one thing which makes him a lot easier, but there is another thing we can do which makes him stupid. So we're going to fight him fairly legitimately, but with a little bit of aid. I'm not going to lie. A little bit of help from the outside. But until then, we're going to be here for a while. I'm sorry. This area takes quite a while. And there's a lot of enemies, as you can see. And I'm using the shotgun on these guys for now, just because it's pretty effective. These are right now the only enemies we're facing, after all, and they just die pretty quickly against the shotgun. And the way they're coming towards us, it's not much of a threat, so you might as well just use the shotgun for these guys. And the thing about the HD Remake is that this is another place where enemies can get stuck again. And it actually becomes kind of a real problem, because you do need to at least kill all of the kamikazes in this place to progress forward, or at least to make the next, like, a bunch of next enemies spawn. And sometimes the kamikazes will get stuck behind the middle there. Sometimes they get stuck somewhere behind the castle, because they will just sort of run everywhere. And in this version, I think their sight radius is just a lot higher in this version of the game. And like that one-liner, by the way, was basically an indicator of saying we're spawning the next batch of enemies. But yeah, the enemies in the HD Remake might get stuck there, they might get stuck there. They will probably not get killed by the projectiles at all that are falling from the sky, because they just deal so little damage. It's honestly a bit silly how little damage those things do in the HD Remake, but whatever. At the same time, it's kind of silly how much damage it does in this version, and how it pretty much limits any possibility of going through the middle at all. It's kind of a nightmare in both games for different reasons. In this game, the reason is that it's just a little bit too hard, in my opinion, and in that game, it's a little bit too easy. It's just not quite there on both versions, but whatever. Nonetheless, it's a really epic battle just to have before the final boss. And the music does accentuate it really well. And we're just going to keep going. Right now it's a little slow because most of the clear skeletons just sort of run to the middle there, and there's not much to worry about. But I'm just making sure that I don't miss anything, because the problem with my strategy is that I'm going to not go to the middle at all. And that means alongside with not getting like health and armor, I won't get ammo. And I've tried this area a couple times just outside of recording, just to see like how well that actually works, and every time I barely made it. Like, I barely had enough ammo left, I barely had enough health left to like survive it all. And you know, I got through it, so it does work. It's just a bit scary, but I'm way more scared of running to the middle in this version, so I'm sorry you're gonna have to deal with my slow methods of killing things, but it works. And that's all I really care about, to be honest. Well, in a sense. If I really only cared about what works, I would just rocket jump. Like, I would just jump on a statue and then rocket jump over the wall, and then I would just skip this area entirely. You would never even see the clouds, just because the clouds only start to, like, pop up, I think, after you've killed a couple of the enemies. And you can just, like, run past it all. Like, things just don't spawn quickly enough for that to be a real problem. So it's like, whatever. And I think you can actually rocket jump in both versions of the game as well, but you just miss out on all these things falling from the floor, like just from the sky, I mean, and just all this apocalypse happening around you. Oh. I heard it, but I couldn't figure out where it was. It was scaring me a little bit, and I was a little bit worried, but we're dealing fine so far. We're not in too much trouble. I might actually start to lure just some of these enemies to me. Just shoot them a little bit, and then they should start running towards me at fairly large groups, because you do hit quite a lot of enemies by just shooting randomly in that general direction. And they do try to hit you, and the red biomechanoids are spawning, so that was basically the worst timing for me to do that, but I think only that one will actually immediately run towards me, whereas the other ones kind of just hang around, but I do want to lure them to me as well in a minute. And I got hit there, which, you know, it may not seem as much as a problem right now that I got hit there, but it does add up in the end. And there is quite a lot of enemies running towards me right now because I shot at the middle. I basically, like, poked a beehive, poked a wasp nest, and other such bug-related metaphors for what I just did. And, it adds up after a while, just because if everything does go horribly wrong, I'll just quick save my way to the middle and grab some stuff there, but honestly, I want to avoid that as much as possible, and I'm just going to shoot the biomechanoids, actually, with my pistols, just so they come towards me. I'm hearing some sounds that I'm worried about, but I think I might be imagining things, so it's fine. Oh, wow, I missed entirely. That doesn't happen often, but, you know, sometimes it does. It's also a bit weird, like sometimes these guys will just not come towards me no matter how much I shoot them. They're just fixed to the middle here for some reason. I'm not really sure why that happens. Because they do take damage right now. Like, they take damage from my shots. They just don't care about it for some reason. And I never really figured out why that happens, but sometimes it just does, and I'm like, whatever. Maybe if I shoot them with this gun. Like, no, they just, like, whatever. We'll just keep running in circles. I'll just kill them with the sniper rifle, I suppose. Well, at least they all died, but it's strange. I don't understand what causes that, but it just happens every now and then. Just gonna shoot in that direction again, because the clear skeletons do care about damage, and therefore they will just all run towards me the moment I do that. And a lot of them will be taken care of by the explosions, but most of them do a pretty good job of actually getting to where I am. And of course, it immediately spawns the next batch of biomechanoids, which is just perfect timing again. I wonder if it's just because I'm killing things or something, because that was a little bit too coincidental. I keep missing today, though, and that could be a problem. So can an itchy nose, which is also a problem I'm having right now, but I'll just not shoot every now and then. Really, I just need to walk backwards, and I should be okay, but don't shoot me, though. And they will always scare me the way they move. Like, they move in such a way that they take a bit longer to actually try and hit you at all, but they're pretty good at attacking at the right time in that way, so, you know, they got a thing going for them, and it works out pretty well most of the time, because it makes them a lot harder to hit just at all. Did I just miss my rocket entirely? Because that kind of sucks, but oh well. He did. Nothing to worry about anymore. Let's see if we can finally lure that one, though. Nope. He is not interested in me. Well, that's fine. I don't want to get to the middle, though. Let's shoot a grenade in that general direction, see if I hit anything. I don't think I did, but it made that guy come towards me, so it was sort of worth it. And my grenades are already running pretty low from all of the clear skeletons right now. My flamethrower ammo is actually, like, decent right now. It can be a lot worse as well. And, like, he doesn't care. I'm just going to try to shoot him like this and miss entirely. My cannonballs are not what they need to be right now, and might actually end up being a real problem. But I guess I am killing stuff, so there is that. I'll just kill him like this, jeez. Like, I don't know what it is today, but they're not excited to see me this fine day. But nothing you can do about that, I suppose. Instead, let's kill this guy with a shotgun because it's the only one. And some more biomechanoids spawn pretty much the moment that he died. I think we should be able to lure that one while he's still there. Yeah, we can. Like, the moment they reach the middle, they're like, this is now our patrol route. We will not deviate from our route. If we do so, Mental will get pissed at us, and we will be paid less, which is not really a problem for me, because I don't pay with things, because I just shoot things with missiles. But for some reason, they just keep doing what they have to do. I'm a little bit worried to stand next to the Satches as well, because after a while it starts to spawn, like, lava dudes, like, right there, and if you're standing next to them, you're basically just dead. It's not so fun. But, oh well. Let's just shoot some more in this general direction. Not much going on right now, but that's fine, actually. I wonder if, sometimes, like, the rocket dudes, the smaller rocket dudes spawn over just at the very edges as well. Wow, that was a good shot. Missed entirely. There we go. And for as far as I know, sometimes they just spawn so far away that they'll just never move to the middle unless you walk really, really far to the right for some reason. Let's shoot that one. I'm just gonna sit here and shoot for a while. They're just hanging around in the middle, and there's just not enough for there to be a real threat right now. Wow. They're doing the dodges, but I don't care. I'm gonna take care of them, even if it takes a million years. I'm just gonna keep shooting. Because we are running out of clear skeletons, and that's good. That is good. Let's just shoot some missiles in that direction. That should probably kill off a bunch of them. Whoa! Or maybe the projectiles will just take care of them, because that's kind of what they do, I suppose. Let's shoot them a couple times. There's like 3 just in a row right there, but they're all just standing still just because we're kind of far away. But yeah, this is a problem right there. So I'm actually just going to move to the right here. Maybe that'll tempt some of them to come in this direction. And if I said left, I mean right, but you know what I mean. Let's shoot these guys. Eventually, it'll spawn more things. And we will be able to kill those. But I guess there's like that one guy somewhere out there who's like stopping most of the things from spawning right now, and it's a little bit silly, but it happens. Just because I'm too scared to go to the middle. Because I'm scared to get... Oh, there we go. We're seeing some stuff now. Some stuff is actually finally spawning here. Including kamikazes. That could be a problem. Because I'm not really in the best location to deal with those right now, but... Let's just walk to the left, whatever side this is of the castle. Just sort of depends on which side you're looking at, I suppose. And, yeah, I'm gonna stay being careful right now because it has spawned effectively again the next batch of enemies. And I'm usually on the left side, so I'm not actually 100% sure where they're gonna spawn. And I mean that guy. That guy goes on an adventure to a different world for some reason. I'm not really sure why. And it spawns some laser dudes as well. Which is fine, they're not a problem. And it's always confusing when I'm holding the flamethrower and the sniper, and I want to use a sniper rifle, because to use a sniper rifle, you press 6 twice, but you press 6 once to use the, what's it called, the flamethrower. So if you're already holding the flamethrower, you just press 6 again, and I just always get it wrong, and it's a sad thing. It's unfortunate. Numbers are exciting to talk about when you're fighting a very large amount of enemies that might very easily kill you in a couple shots. Yeah. Numbers. I said it. But fortunately our ammo is running low, which means we are getting pretty close to the end here as well, so... And, you know, I use pretty close as a pretty loose term, I'm not gonna lie. But we're closing in on it. comparatively to like 30 minutes ago when we started fighting these guys. So hey, you know, we're getting somewhere. You there, shoot me, thanks. If they shoot me, I have an easier time of estimating where I need to shoot, and that makes life easier for me. And I like the easy life. That's why I'm playing video games. Oh, jeez. But they keep coming, and we need to take care of all of them, because if we don't, then the door won't open. And more importantly, if we don't, we get killed, and that would also be rather unfortunate. Because we don't want to die. We want to keep going forever if needed. And Serious Sam can't die of old age. He's too cool for that. He's got sunglasses. People with sunglasses can't die. Although I don't think he has sunglasses in this game, but he has sunglasses in some of the games. Okay, this has become somewhat of an issue though. A little bit too many of these rocket dudes shooting at me, and I don't find it all that pleasant. Okay, murder of the Reds. Murder of that one. Luring of those. And general staying away as far as possible from everything that could possibly hurt us. I think I hear a clear skeleton, but I'm not 100% sure. I might have been wrong there. It's kind of hard to tell on this level. There's just so much noise from this. From that right there. Makes a lot of noise. Can be very distracting. And I know there's more than one bull. There's always more than one bull. Why would you put one bull in my path? That's just silly. And it makes me a bit worried to use this sniper rifle over here because it's so good against bulls, but it's also so good against stuff in general. But it's probably better against bulls. Let's just lure everything in our direction. There's still some kamikazes like really far away from us. And they just seem to be standing still, so they're probably not going to hang out with us anytime soon, unfortunately. Oh, no. That's actually really bad. That is really bad, actually. That is potentially an actual problem. But we'll just go with it. We'll see what happens. If need be, I'll just go to the middle, but I do want to avoid that. There's always that one part of this battle as well. Like I do this part pretty consistently, but the same things always just go wrong for some reason. Which is that eventually a kamikaze sneaks up on me and just deals so much damage. And I always mess it up somehow, and then I'm scared and frightened in more ways than you could possibly imagine. And what is this with the cannon today? Like, it's just not. I'm not controlling it like I should, and that could be problematic if this goes on, because there's, as you can see, it doesn't really look like it's ending anytime soon, but it should though. Oh, I only have one more bullet for that thing. We're getting there though. Eventually, Mental won't have any more enemies. That's the thing that's keeping me optimistic. That's just not even in the right direction. Whatever. It's cool. Nothing to worry about now. We've already shot the shot and then you can't go back anymore. Maybe I should just go to the middle. It will make life a lot easier, but I just don't like doing it. Because going there at all is just the worst experience, especially with all these guys right now. And a lot of them are taken care of by just the large amount of explosions that happen around there, but the thing is, I get taken care of when I hang around those explosions as well, and it worries me, you know? It puts me in a place where I don't want to be, and I'd rather just stay away from that place as far as possible. And I see you, stupid bull, and the other stupid bull, and the kamikaze, and all that nastiness. It's gonna be actually just pretty hard to go to the middle right now just because there's so much stuff. Something like that maybe? I think I actually hit something. It's a miracle. I didn't hit that guy though, and I kinda did want to hit him, but it's fine. Everything dies eventually, and these guys are no exception. I haven't actually used the laser gun pretty much at all, so that's nice. It's nice to have at least one weapon, like, as a backup, in a way, because there is going to be a lot of clears to take care of in the end as well. And we should be getting to that point. Oh, we are nearing the end, actually. Once those guys spawn, it marks the beginning of the end, pretty much. Because eventually, the chaos will stop falling from the heavens, and we've got some leeway. And it's probably the nicest silence you'll ever hear in this game. Not gonna lie. This place scares me. This is, to me, the scariest part of the game. Just because the final boss is something you can do in such a stupid way that even if everything goes wrong, there's always plan B, and I know I'll beat the game. But this part right here, I always end up with so little health. Stuff always just goes so stupidly wrong. And it makes this area so much more terrifying. But we're finally pretty much there. There is a demon up there. God, nearly forgot about that one. That would have been a problem. Because that demon... Well, he can probably deal 37 damage, that's for sure. There is still a lot of clear skeletons left, though. And our ammo is not great, but that's how it goes. That's how this area goes. At least we still have a lot of bullets left and a lot of laser gun ammo. And I kind of actually want to use my bullets on that demon. And I also want to make sure that pillar stays between me and that demon at the same time. Yeah, they're just sort of standing there because they're a bit confused. I'm actually just going to take some missiles in that general direction. And they should come towards me in a minute. Until then, I'm going to shoot that demon right there. Yeah, there they come. The fleet of 1,000 clear is slowly but surely running out. And so is literally everything we have. So it's a good compromise, I suppose. Whew. I mean, look at our ammo, just in the bottom right. Like, all of the grayed out ones is just ammo that ran out. And we have no more shotgun ammo, which is like, it hasn't happened since the start of the game, pretty much, if even there. And we got no more bullets, we got no more grenades, pretty much. We got one more grenade. Oh, God, this place is Crazy Town, and I love it. I'm just going to stand over here and hope those missiles hit him. Our score should go up in the top left right there if we... He's still alive. I guess he managed to hit some of the... Oh, this is actually not something I want to do. This is actually kind of stupid. Because that thing's going to fly past... Okay, it flew into the wall. Everything's good. Everything's good in the world. And I'm actually going to walk straight to the center here because I want those ammo power-ups right here. Because I'm not going into the final boss battle with this nonsense right here. I'm not interested. This is not enough to fight any boss. Not even the first boss is gonna care about my 20 rockets. He's just gonna be like, huh, that's hilarious. What these guys might care about is this though. It probably won't take care of all of them, but it'll take care of a fair amount at least, so. And there's another Serious Bomb hanging out over there anyway. That one won't actually respawn. That would have made this battle just a complete joke, but sadly that Serious Bomb is one-time use. And after a while it actually spawns like a damage power-up and a speed power-up, and they keep respawning as well. And he screams "you bastards" for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why. Not 100% sure. But we pick that up, we take care of what remains here, because I kind of want to wait until like that pack back has respawned 3 times, because honestly, I'm scared of the final boss as well. Even though I can cheese him like crazy and make the battle a complete joke, I kind of sort of want to do it sort of legitimately-ish. I will show off the easy way, but honestly, I want to make a good video. And that's what I'm going for. Even though I ran back through the entire level several times, I want to make as much of this last remaining minutes as I can. And that's what I'm going to do. It actually is still spawning enemies, just because I didn't get killed soon enough, I suppose. And yeah, they just keep coming. Mustn't forget to pick this up, because that would be an actual disaster, actually. And wouldn't want that. Yeah, this is probably good enough, really. I'll just go like this. So this is basically my strategy. Just part 1 is to grab this serious speed and grab this serious damage and then run as quickly as possible. I'm actually going to stop the cutscene prematurely as well, which we're going to see that introduces the boss, because for some reason it just seems to play for way longer than it needs to. But here we go. Duck under there. And here it is. The introduction to the final boss of the game. Lightning, 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 lightning. And there we go. That was all you get to see. Now, the thing about this boss is... Wow, I didn't shoot an extra time. That's kind of unfortunate, but we did a lot of damage with a double damage power, so I don't really care. The thing about this boss is that in this version, he won't summon enemies if he can't see you. So if you stand at the right spots, then you can actually just avoid him from spawning enemies entirely. So if you stand like right next to the statue over there, next to the door, or just run there as quickly as you can, then he won't do anything. It's just a complete joke the moment you stand there. But sadly, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to kill as much stuff as possible. I honestly don't like this boss because the main thing that I dislike about boss battles is when they start spawning like smaller enemies to take care of the big stuff. And that's the only thing this guy does. And I hate it. I honestly do. I'm going to use a serious bomb to try and... I kind of used it a bit early there, but oh well. The pink secret has been enabled. In the HD remake, this just opens a door here. In this version, you have to crawl through that pink right there. And just keep shooting. I kind of want to make sure I use my serious bombs only when I need to, but I might be forced to use one in a second here. Let's grab our cannon right here. And I'm actually going to use the second one right about now. So everything that spawns instantly dies as well. We still have one serious bomb left, which is good. I'm going to take care of these little guys right here. And kill him. And pretty much at any point in time during this battle, I could just stand next to that statue, and he won't do anything anymore. So that's just like the backup plan if I really can't get through this for some reason, but I should be fine. Although that is actually really bad. I might just grab this armor over here. Because he will just keep spawning stuff forever as well, for as far as I know. And I kind of am sad that I ran out of stuff there. I'm actually going to use my sniper rifle here. Hope I can take care of him like this. The moment he dies, everything dies as well, by the way, so that's also something to keep in mind. Because it means that I can just do this. And hopefully... Oh no, I missed a shot. I missed a shot. He's dead! Okay. Whew. Oh, okay, and that's serious sound. Oh god. Oh man, I am so genuinely happy that I didn't die during that level. And this looks so stupid on mental difficulty. In like normal difficulties, he'll be like writhing around there for a while, but in here you just see nothing scream for a while and then it explodes. Yeah, that was Serious Sam's second encounter. And I'm just gonna let you guys watch the ending as this goes down. But man, that was intense. And here is the Holy Grail, which Mental took from us, but we managed to get it in the end anyway.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Oh yeah, that's the other movie. Anyway, I do have a few things I'd like to confess. I've been bad. I've been following the path leading to your being, but I must admit, I almost strayed away. There were some great temptations on my journey. It seems there have been a few unfortunate casualties during the past few days, and I'm really sorry about those. Not. It's also possible I accidentally dropped a few bombs here and there, but fortunately some of your employees caught them. Apparently I also slightly murdered many of your staff, which indeed might be the case. And I'm almost sorry about that, so I hope that counts. Oh yeah, I might have used some bad language from time to time, but who gives a crap? Finally, I'm heading straight toward you, and nothing but nothing can drag me away from your path. So please have faith in this one thing. I'm coming to get you.
To be concluded. Yeah, that is the end of this game. And there's a whole bunch of quotes here from the developers, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that was Serious Sam: The Second Encounter, and to this day it pretty much stays one of my favorite games. Just because it just stays so intense all the time. And apparently, the Grand Cathedral also served a second purpose. And that is next to what it is serving right now. It is also being used as a missile base. Apparently it has missiles that let you go wherever you want. There you go. I love this. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I definitely did. I'll probably never stop enjoying this game. I hope you like the parts with the HD remake. The HD remake actually has some DLC levels as well. And Undercode was the name of the band that plays during that war song that plays during one of the levels. I don't know if it played in more, but it definitely played during one of them. And yeah, there you go. Like, I honestly can't say anything but positive things about this game, just mostly probably because I just grew up with it, really. It's just one of my favorite games because I played it so much when I was young. And honestly, I think it has aged really well for just like co-op gaming as well, because you can just pick this up with people who've never played the game before, and it's not like the level designs aren't especially confusing. So you can actually just like grab a couple friends and just play this game all together and just play it co-op. I don't think there are still many people that play this game co-op just in general online, which is kind of unfortunate, but if you can find some people to play this with, it's definitely worth your time in my opinion. Even if you don't get all the secrets and don't get all the kills or all the points or whatever. Like, it's just so much fun to just grab some miniguns and just shoot at random stuff everywhere. And there is actually like quite a large amount of story text as well if you are really interested in the story, but yeah, it's mostly about shooting things. But there you go. And a moral boost by the level lord and a whole bunch of other people. Old Man Murray, I think like Old Man Murray was actually one of the sites which made this game just a little bit more popular abroad as well. Like, that was one of the main people I heard like quoted back in the day as well. And apparently it did actually help out quite a lot. I actually just genuinely can't even remember how I ended up on this game. It might have actually been like my father who came up with this game at one point, or just as well, it's like, hey, I found a new game and it's this one. And yeah, I'm still playing it now. That's all I have to say about it. Like, it's like 10 or 15 years old and I'm still playing it now and I'm still enjoying the hell out of it. And it's just so much fun. I might do the DLC levels of the second encounter, like the HD remake at some point, just for the fun of it, because it's some levels I haven't really spent much time on. I didn't really enjoy it as much as the main game, but we'll get to that when I do it. But for now, I'm just happy. I'm just happy about this series. It went a lot better than I honestly hoped. Like, the times that I did die, they were a bit silly, but they didn't cost too much time in the end, and it doesn't matter too much. And I think I got through all the boss battles without dying as well, so I'm pretty happy about that. And yeah, all in all, I'm pretty happy about how this series turned up. And I'm probably just gonna do more of the Serious Sam games in the future as well. Like, I want to do the HD remake. I might do Serious Sam 2 with commentary on like serious difficulty, because I've never actually beaten that game on serious, I don't think. And then of course there's Serious Sam 3. I might do the remaining games just all on Serious, because as much fun as Mental is, Serious I think is a little bit more interesting. Because while the guys are invisible a lot of the time, and it does end up being a bit of a problem every now and then, you do get the easier enemy spawns compared to Serious difficulty. So if I do continue with the Serious Sam games, I would probably choose for that one instead of Mental. It is like an interesting difficulty, and I don't think many people have done it. And a lot of people I don't think are even aware of it, because they'll play the game once and then not realize that they actually unlock Mental, or that you can unlock Mental difficulty. But what are you gonna do? And there's a bunch of these people looking at the missile going up as well. Some of them are waving, some of them are jumping. Takes a while for it to get there, but there you go. Slowly waving. And pretty much the only time you get to see these guys where they're actually alive. Like, they show up in the first level with like halos above their heads, and then later on they show up with like demon horns coming out of graves, and now they're just what they are in the intro cutscene. So yeah, a little extra surprise for you if you ever wanted to see those guys be actually alive, other than crashing right into me at the very start of the game. Yeah, I'm done. That's all I got to say about this. It's one of my favorite games. It'll probably always be one of my favorite games. I can always just go back to this game, just play it for a while, and just really enjoy myself. And looking forward to Serious Sam 4. Eventually, when this video series is like a few years older. That statement is going to be outdated, because I think it's coming out in 2014, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But until then, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to see what it's like, and I'll probably just play that the moment it comes out as well. Because why not? Oh man, Xfire. I'm just looking at some of these credits. I saw Clear pop up, but Xfire, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. That was before Steam was useful. Or before Steam even was a thing, really. It was like this IM client that showed people what game you were playing at the time as well. And they had like this good like in-game text feature. And back then, that was special. That was not something that was there at the time. It was just amazing to see that. And nowadays, everyone just uses Steam. No one uses Xfire pretty much, because it just kind of got horrible. They had like a really good store as well for video games back then. And they actually, that's where I got Garfield Lasagna World Tour for PC. And then they changed the store, and I couldn't get it anymore, and it's just available nowhere. The PC version is nowhere for that game, and I don't understand why, but I think XY got taken over by some other company, and they just destroyed it, and it's kind of sad, but oh well. Everyone uses Steam now anyway, so who cares? That was the game. Here's some stats. You have mastered the game. I'm pretty sure this message is not available in the HD remake. Makes me a little sad. But oh well. We got 132 out of 134. And the only 2 secrets we missed, one of them doesn't exist, and the other one, yeah, you can't actually get it at all. So technically the only secrets we missed were secrets which we couldn't get anyway. So oh well. We spent an hour and 8 minutes on this level. I've done this level in like 50 minutes in certain attempts, so it's really not my fastest attempt ever. But you know, I got through it without dying, and I'm happy enough about that. I don't think we had even a single level where we actually killed everything, but let's just scroll down a bit. Even here we missed 16 enemies. Which is weird, because I think the enemies just keep coming in this level. Maybe it counts it differently. Here we missed like 30 and 50, and then every now and then we've missed like 6. So for the most part, we did a pretty decent job at killing as much as possible. But every now and then, I guess we just missed a room, or just didn't wait as long as needed to have everything spawn. And you know, it honestly just makes the video more interesting to just try and keep going. But it is an interesting challenge to try and kill as many enemies as possible. But yeah, that was Serious Sam, the second encounter. That was the Grand Cathedral, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I certainly did. And Player Zero beat it in that amount of time, and got less kills, and somehow got more points. I guess, no, yeah, I spent more time on it, and got less. I don't understand how that works. But somehow I got some points there, and I don't really know how that works. And sadly, these are not actual leaderboards. They're just stored locally. So if everyone plays on the same PC, then, you know, it gets added here. But no one shares PCs anymore. At least I don't. And I'm everyone. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And next time we'll be playing something else. Bye-bye.